Hello everybody. So it's been a little while since I've jumped on here to do anything, but I've been super busy. But now I have my off days. I'm off today, and how nice, because we are expecting a huge snowstorm. And real quick, shout out to all the reporters, anchors, meteorologists, everybody involved. We're out there working in situations like this. I think it's really funny, because I used to look forward to snow days, maybe get things canceled, not going to work, get to hang out, but it could not be the complete opposite. So because we are expecting a huge snowstorm in the Midwest starting tonight and going into tomorrow and finally finishing up on Sunday, and since I'm off, I have some footage to show you guys that I recorded when I was put on blizzard coverage back in November, and I just never put it together. So what better time than to show you guys what it's like for a reporter when snowstorms like this happen. It is a lot. It's freezing, it's windy, and you're out there and your hands feel like they're literally going to fall off. So here's a clip from back in November when I was on my first blizzard coverage. This is how bad it was. So this is what I was talking about. It's happening. Oh God, I can't look that way. It is happening. Blizzard's in full effect here, and I will be out all night covering it. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I need gloves. I'm so cold. Oh gosh. Look at it. It is so windy. This looks fun. I was so cold. And then I get the call that you're going live all night. And this is the first thing that happens when I go live.
Clear the roads for tomorrow's commute. WGEM's Kara Biernat is live for us tonight. Kara, what does it look like out there now?
Don, as you can see, snow continues to fall with high winds. Right now, we are at 6th and Hampshire. We can see behind me the snowplow that did get stuck right in the middle of this intersection. Moments ago, we had QPD and the fire department. They were on scene, and they say that when it did get stuck, it probably went up in flames due to electrical issues. Now, I've been out on the roads all night monitoring them, talking to drivers, and they tell me that they are slick, and now these winds are bringing drifts, making it...
So not only am I covering a blizzard, just telling people the conditions and the road conditions, but a snowplow decides to catch on fire.
Don, like I said earlier, snow continues to come down, but the real issue here is the wind. I have this yardstick here, and when I stick it in a drift right here, you can see the drifts are up to a foot.
So that was the first live hit, and if you actually look at me, like, I look so cold, and I have mascara running down my face. A bad day to not wear waterproof mascara. So then, like, we were driving around looking for slide-offs, looking for really any type of anything going on as snow came down, slick roads. And so you're just driving around in that, but you don't realize, like, we're telling people to not get on the roads because they are so bad, and as we are driving on the roads. So our car got stuck in the parking lot as we were moving out to go to our live shot. So that left one station car available for everybody. So here's a couple more of the live hits that I did all night.
It is live right now in those elements. Kara, what are the conditions like right now?
Don, right now I'm on 18th and Broadway, and as you see, snow's still coming down, heavy winds over here, and as you'll see behind me, not many people on the roads as they are listening to police and central services as they urge you to not get on the roads if you don't have to. Now, earlier I noted that the drifts were very high. They may affect your morning commute. We were talking about a foot of drifts that the wind is causing. Now, if you look down here and look at the snow, you'll see it's very thick and icy, and if you look under, you can actually see some ice down there. Police say because of the rain and the sleet that we had earlier.
Yeah, so we have 5 station cars, and when we went to go live, they were stuck. We couldn't get them out. It was a mess, and my photographer was literally like slamming stuff like, we can't get out, and like we were spinning doing donuts and just completely lost in a drift. So we had one station car that was available to use, and we had to park it like on the outside of the street and like keep like making sure that it didn't get stuck, because if it got stuck, then we are screwed and we can't leave the station and we have to go out and report. All right, just finished my live hits. As you can see, we're out here in the middle of a blizzard. It's 10 p.m. We have police over here shutting roads down. Really funny story, because my car, my personal car that I drove there, along with one of our meteorologists and another reporter, they were stuck. So we had this one news car to take us home at the end of the night and then pick us up in the morning. Like, our executive producer was literally making rounds, and when he dropped us off at midnight, he picked up the morning team, because they start at around 11:30 midnight, and to bring them in because everybody's cars were stuck. So it's kind of fun when things like this happen. It switches things up a little bit, but it's also a lot of work and really cold. So on days like today, when you're inside your house warm, appreciate the reporters and the meteorologists and the photographers and everybody involved in the newscast, because we are working really hard to make sure you know exactly what's going on with the blizzard in the tri-states. We're supposed to get like 8 to 12 inches, so that's a ton. That's more than we got last time. So it was a very late night. I was so cold, and it was just a long night, nothing I'd ever done before. All right, so it's midnight, a little after, and I'm finally getting into my apartment doors. What a night. Wow. Blizzard in the tri-states. That was crazy. I loved it. So yeah, it was a really late and cold night. And here's my last story, the after blizzard impact. I went up to McDonough County and we pulled cars out of ditches all day. So here's a little bit of that story.
Digging out could take days, with car after car buried in the ditches along Route 67 near Good Hope, Illinois. Whiteout conditions Sunday night created a mess. Locals are trying to help clean.
It was just kind of a whiteout blizzard. Kind of came on fast in a scenario
to keep them warm and feed them.
Now it's time to get to work.
I'm sure there's still going to be people going off in the ditch because the roads are still slick.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, tonight our meteorologist team will be there all night, issuing warnings and making sure everybody knows when the snow is coming, how much, and all of that. They work very hard, like I said, all night. So that's what they'll be doing, giving you updates on Facebook Live and the newscast. And then we have reporters out live in Illinois and Missouri. So it's just a very, very busy time for broadcast news when things like this happen, because we have to tell everybody what's going on, because they're hopefully in their houses. And then, you get slide-offs and wrecks that we're supposed to cover too. So it's just kind of can be a complete mess. I'm just looking out the window watching snow come down and can't believe how much snow we're going to get, and that I can sit in here and watch from my window. So I hope you guys liked this, just kind of a little insight on what happens when we have severe or just wild weather like a blizzard. So if you ever want to follow me, I'm starting to post a little more, like I always say. Twitter, Kara Biernat; Facebook, Kara Biernat, WGEM. Personal and professional ones, I try to post stuff on both of them, so like those. They are linked down there.